Right, this is the final one that they could ask you. So looking over here, again, we said a histogram shows the information about the weight of pigs. I think there's a pig theme here just because I live out near the farms. 30 pigs weigh between 50 and 65 kilograms. So if you've got, let's just highlight, there's your 50 to 65 is there. It's that block of pigs over there. Okay, that block there. Okay, so if they weigh between 50 and 65, it's actually got a class width of 15. Make sure you are clear on that. You've got a class width of 15. Okay, then it says work out approximately an estimate. So they're telling here 30 pigs weigh between 50 and 60. So they're telling you that the frequency is equal to 30. That's what they're telling you there. That the frequency is equal to 30, sorry, and the interval is between 50 and 65. So the interval is 15, the class width. So when you do the calculation, you can go frequency density is equal to frequency over class width. The frequency is 30, the class width is 15, the frequency density is 2. So that must be 2 over there. Okay, which makes that 1, which makes that 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so just be clear on that. I will go through it one more time. They tell you 30 pigs, so that's your frequency, weigh between 50 and 65. So your class width is 15. So the formula is frequency density is equal to frequency over class width. The frequency is 30, the class width is 15, so the density must be 2. If that is 2, that makes, working backwards, that makes that 1. So we are going up in intervals of units. So 1, 2, 3, all the way up to 8. Okay, so now we know that we've got the scale of frequency density, so that solves that problem. Now it says work out an estimate for the number of pigs which weigh more than 80 kilograms. So here is more than 80 kilograms over here. There we go. Okay, so we can work out the frequency for this part over here. We can work out the frequency. So frequency must be equal to frequency density times class width. We've talked about that. Okay, so frequency, I'll do it over here. The frequency density of these intervals over here, let's have a look. This one over here will be, if that's 85, so 85 all the way to 100, that makes that class interval or width interval 15. Okay. And the frequency density is 1. So it's 1 times 15 equals 15. So 15 pigs belong over here. Okay. We're going to do the same thing over here. But this interval, however, goes from 75 to 85. So this interval is in fact 10. So when I do the calculation for that one, its frequency is equal to, what is it? We're talking about, let me just change color for you so you can see. We're talking about this one over here now. Yeah, we're talking about that. So that has got a frequency density of 4. So it's frequency density of 4 multiplied by the class width, which in this case is 10. So the frequency is 40. Okay, everyone is happy with that. So we are looking for the number of pigs from 80. Yeah, so we can assume based on this that it is approximately only half. If there's 40 pigs in that block, we can assume that we are using approximately half of them. So that's only 20 pigs, because I only want to know from 80 onwards. I hope that makes sense. Have a look. I asked for how many pigs are over 80. So that's only half of that big interval there. So 40 altogether, half of them is 20, plus the other 15 over here. So we've got 20 plus the 15 equals approximately 35 pigs. Because it's 20 from there plus 15 from there. Now, in part B, it says explain why your answer in part A is only an estimate. It can only be an estimate because we don't know the spread of the pigs around this interval. We could find that, in fact, of the 40 pigs, 38 of them actually weigh 76 kilograms. Or we could find, in fact, that all of them weigh 84 kilos. We don't know how those pigs, their weight is spread within this interval. So we don't know for sure how many of those 40 actually do weigh more than 80. We're going and saying more, approximately a half of them, but we don't know that for sure. And that's why it is only an estimate. It cannot be accurate because we just don't know. There's been not enough information has been given for us to know the exact amount. So there you have it. Those are the 3 ways for the histograms.